range of hazards across the country, from earthquakes to floods to tsunami to volcano eruptions. Knowing what those hazards are in your community really helps you enable to prepare for how you're going to deal with those hazards should they play out in an emergency event. So for example, knowing the warning signs of if floodwaters are rising or if there's a large earthquake, knowing to drop, cover, and hold, and if you're near the coast, making sure that you evacuate immediately if the earthquake is long or strong. Those are the types of things that can help you really understand what your environment is and how to prepare for those should they occur. So you can figure out what the hazards are in your community by going onto your local council's website. They have a range of resources that you can check out. Your local emergency management website, so there are 16 emergency management groups across the country. You can go there to find out what the range of hazards are. And the Natural Hazards Commission has the Natural Hazards Portal that you can dive down right into your house level to figure out if your house is at risk of hazards, or if there's even been insurance claims in your area in the past, to give you an idea of what kind of events have occurred. So what we see after an emergency event is communities start to self-organize. What people naturally do is they go home, they check on their loved ones, they immediately start checking on their neighbors around them, they start pouring out into the streets, and inevitably there's this kind of matching of needs and offers that takes place. It's really important for you to understand how you are going to work with your wider community when you start to self-organize to match those needs and offers, and that's often at a place. It can be a community emergency hub. It might also be different facilities like a faith-based organization or Mirai or a community center. What's important is you find out what's working in your community and plan for that in advance. So in a medium to large scale event, it's really critical that you know your community. The reason is emergency services, which is your fire, police, health, your local council, their services are going to be really stretched. So that's okay because you are an emergency manager as well as a community member. So being able to self-organize, work with your neighbors to meet those local needs and offers is going to be really important. So if you think about the examples you have on your street, inevitably you have somebody that is good with building, has a range of tools. You might have a nurse that has an amped up first aid kit. You also might have older people who need extra assistance. And so being able to connect those people, support each other's in times of stress is really important. So the easiest way to get started by connecting with people in your local area is really just saying hello, right? It's probably the hardest thing to do, especially if we don't know people, but just introducing yourself, and even if you're establishing just a friendly hello to all the way to just building good relationships with your neighbors, that spectrum is really important.